Hello everyone. Let's continue working with Google Forms. In this occasion, for this video, I'm going to talk about how to create a reading section for different questions on your exam we have been creating on the previous tutorial. So I totally recommend to watch them to see how I created the writing section, the listening section, and using a template on Google Forms. For the reading section I have already created the reading section, and then I can write instructions, further description about what they had to do on that section, and then add a question. In this time, I'm going to use a different type of question because I want a variation for my students. For example, it has to be a question in which they, with an arrow, can see all the different options they have. No, so we call it desplegable. Or we're gonna see how it goes. I already have my reading. No, but what I did is just copy paste. So on the question I can copy. I have no limit. I copy the whole thing, the whole paragraph, the whole text, and then I can also include a picture, which sometimes is nice about the test. So the picture is in there. I had the text, I had the picture, and then the different options. No, the reading is about bird, for example, and then I copy paste to make it faster. Remember that I recommend no more than 4 options, and then in the answer key I assign how many points. So this is a reading. I'm going to assign for that question 2 now, and then I can add my own comments as I did on the writing section, but I'm going to leave it like that. And then I click on Listo already. It means that my question is already there. So if I want to see how my question is going to look like, I just go on preview. I had the different sections: personal information, the listening that I already created, the writing one, and then here you go, first reading section. I had the text, I had the picture, and then I have the 4 options that I wrote. No, so let's say that my students have to write that one. I just type 3. Okay, but they had to choose. Okay, so let's say I want to add a question regarding the same reading. Just do it right here, and I can continue with the question. I select how I'm gonna work with that question. So probably according to the reading, the bird is dead. I'm just guessing, okay? I'm just being silly. The bird flies. The bird lives in Australia. I go to answer key, and maybe I want 1 point for that question, and this is the correct answer. Ready? And then I go to preview to check what I'm doing. Click on the next, to move on through the sections. Have the reading, the picture, the first question, and then I have the other question regarding the same reading. Okay, so that is how you can work with a reading assessment. You can also add another passage, another test, depending on what you need. But this is how you can do it. I totally recommend to choose short text, short paragraphs, so your students um, will have time to read depending on the time, and also continuously check the total of points you are going to award for the whole test. So far, including the listening, the writing, and the reading, I'm going to grade 32 points. Okay, and in a future tutorial, we are going to see the answers, how you can receive your answers and analyze the data and information from your students. Okay. All right, and finally, on the next video, I'm going to talk about how to work with grammar. Thank you for watching us. Stay tuned.